Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Welcome to Demon School Iruma Kun Season 3, Episode 9. And in this episode, we find out about the Doro brothers and what they're capable of, and we find out what their bloodline ability is, which is Switch, which allows them to be able to mess with people, get them essentially to lose all rationale, and possibly attack them. And that is exactly what they're hoping for, because they did say at the beginning of the Harvest Festival that if you attack another player or participant or whatever, you automatically get disqualified. And while they're all dealing with this beast, trying to get the golden apple hanging from its neck, the guy Sobnok is falling for their insults and yelling at them, and Asmodeus is telling him to stop. They're just trying to get a reaction out of you. And I was like, yeah, they're trying to get a reaction out of you guys, until I found out about the bloodline ability. I was like, oh yeah, that's why they're doing it. And thankfully, Asmodeus was able to stop him from attacking them. Thank God. And we find out, what the Doro brothers have been up to, which apparently they were in battle. And when they're talking about this, I am under the impression that their master, because Asmodeus had mentioned, wait, your master is our master? And they didn't say, no, that's not it. So they just automatically assumed they were talking about Professor Balam. Well, at the end of their little story, where their master goes to teach at the school, it's not Balam. It's the guy who was working with Jazz and the other guy, and teaching them how to be deceitful. Yeah, that guy. And Asmodeus and Sobnok have no idea about this. They still assume they're talking about Professor Balam, and they even mention Balam by name. But the Doro brothers don't respond to this. Did they not know what their master's name is the whole time they were working with him? Really? I highly doubt that, because I'm sure he would have told them at one point his name. Anyway, they start... Anyway, they start going on about how great their master is, and Asmodeus and Sobnok are like, oh, he's kinda touchy-feely. We could do without the head pats, because they're, constant. And they get mad at them and essentially tell them, why are you not wanting the head pats? We really wanted them and we never got them. And really? They're talking about a different person. Anyway, they get mad enough they decide to use an ability with their bloodline ability, Wailing, which made the monster they were going after go completely insane, and attack them. And, yeah, essentially they end up, I'm assuming, insulting Iruma at some point, because Asmodeus takes great offense to this, and as I was watching it, I was like, oh shit, they pissed him off to go into his evil cycle. I was like, oh crap, because I was thinking that we had only seen Iruma in his evil cycle because he didn't have it. He had an artificial one, and we all know that it doesn't mean that everybody will, go the same way in their evil cycle. They'll just be more evil and more prone to violence. That's all we know. But other than that, I wasn't sure what else would happen. And apparently, yeah, like I said, I thought that they had actually got him mad enough that he went into his evil cycle by accident. Oh no. Apparently Balam had developed something that if you take something, you can trigger your evil cycle, and then they have something to reverse it. Apparently, him and Sobnok had trained with each other enough with that stuff to where they could trigger it willingly. Just like a snap of fingers, they could trigger it. And he decided he was going to trigger it. And, yeah, Asmodeus and his evil cycle is a little creepy, to be completely honest. He was mumbling words, I could not tell what the freak he was talking about, and the look on his face, it was just it was freaky. Anyway, he takes down the beast quite easily. And I'm assuming that the stem of the apple took enough damage, because apparently it would take like 100 hits to break it. that he was able to pull it off with his teeth. He was able to break it with his teeth. I'm like, wow. Anyway, once he does that, he starts going after the Doro brothers, but thankfully, Sobnok stepped in and used the safe word that was supposed to reverse it, which they had picked for him, which was Iruma, which makes complete sense in this context considering how faithful he is to Iruma. And Asmodeus has no idea what the heck happened while he was in his evil cycle. And yeah, he starts arguing with Sobnok again about this. And the Doro brothers are like, we did not see anything like this on the battlefield, because they had seen demons in their evil cycle before, but nothing like this. Which makes me wonder, what everybody else would be like on their evil cycles? What would the girls be like on their evil cycles? That would be really... oh god, the possibilities are endless on this one. And I was actually wondering, what happens if, when Asmodeus is in his evil cycle, what happens if he encounters Iruma? Would he revert back to normal? Or would he still be out of his mind in the evil cycle and go to attack him? Which, Asmodeus would feel super bad about if he found out if he did that. But, yeah, that begs the question. I would love to see more of that, just to see how they would react in certain situations. And everybody else, like I said, for that matter, because we've only seen, as far, Iruma and Asmodeus going through that. I haven't seen everybody else. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for more, because hopefully we'll get episodes on Saturday, because we didn't get one from My Hero Academia on Saturday. So we are still 2 missing, and then apparently they're going to start the Dark Deku arc in January. I don't remember if it was this Saturday or... I think it was this Saturday. So we're going to be 3 episodes behind if they don't get another episode out. Anyway, if you like this video and the reaction, I'd recommend subscribing, because then you get notified whenever I upload stuff. And I will see you all next time.